welcome to Blood in the Water, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle set in Tampa, Florida. My name is Bolthra. I'm your storyteller, and I'm going to let my players introduce themselves. First, we'll start with Aloysius.
Getting closer every time. Hello, I'm Aloysius. I play Silas, our, I don't know. I guess seemingly he's kind of the dad of the group
He
at the moment
is.
at the
He,
very
he, he really
least.
has become the dad.
He's the most level-headed, except when he gets hungry, then he turns into a real piss baby, but
Oh, Layla has seen it.
yeah. But that happens to the best of us. He does his best to be very professional.
Alrighty. And let's go with Darwin.
Hi, I'm Darwin. I'm playing Stan the Man. He is a guy that just became a vampire about a few months ago and still getting used to all this.
And of course, Jen.
So I'm Jen. I'm playing Layla. She is a bass player in an all-vampire band, and that's pretty much all you need to know for now.
All right. Well, previously on Blood in the Water, Stan was asked to interview for a position with Consolidex by Baron Underwood. The process deviated a bit from your standard interview, however, and involved killing a suspected spy who happened to be Stan's long-lost uncle. Weeping Shadow's fortunes are on the rise as the band's popularity has increased, yet a divide has emerged between Layla and Doyle. Is it a mere difference of opinion that can be resolved? And we start our game. It's been 2 weeks since the last episode, so all the characters have been kind of busy with their own things, probably not in touch with each other unless there's anything you guys they can think of that they might possibly have gotten together to do.
Probably not. I figure Weeping Shadows is going to be like doing a lot of practicing, so they sound better for the next show because we've got more fans.
Yeah. Someone came to your last concert with merch, so now
Yes!
you have a reason to be even better.
That's right.
Hopefully licensed merch.
Yeah. Yeah, the story was, they found our band camp and bought it through there.
And it's funny you mention that because we are going to start with Layla.
Oh, cool.
Can I get a rouse check from you, please?
Okay. Click. What did I get?
Your hunger has increased.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
And Silas is up. Oh, Darwin, you're gonna have to go into Fantasy Grounds for your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm trying it right now to get all set.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty. So going back to Layla, we pick up with Weeping Shadow, have been rehearsing at Donnie's house. He has a kind of a modest ranch-style house with a 2-car garage. And ironically, you guys still practice in the garage.
It's, true to your roots, right?
Exactly. So you guys probably started around 9 o'clock. As you've been practicing, an evening storm starts to come in, and there's these rumbles of thunder. If you've ever been in a Florida thunderstorm, you kind of know how loud they get, and it just seems to add this just ominous sound to your music. It's almost, again, you just think Slayer, raining blood, But
Gotta watch out for the electronics, though, because we don't need to fry them. We can't afford to replace them.
So the rain starts coming down pretty hard. So Doyle goes over and just kind of shuts the garage to keep the rain out. So you guys probably have a few minutes. You notice you have a text on your phone.
Oh, I do?
You do, yes.
Okay, so I pick up my phone and I'm like, all right, well, what is it?
And you see it's from Tiffany, who is a bartender from the Vale.
Right, okay. What does it say?
It says, the owner's man is in town tonight. He wants to meet the band.
Oh, wow, awesome. Hey, guys, the owner of the Vale wants to meet all of us, like tonight.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah.
And Doyle seems excited to. Donnie is like, yeah. Amadeus is kind of like, I don't know, man. You know, like
Oh, come on.
I thought
You
we
don't
were,
have to talk to him. Just show up. All right.
I thought we were gonna stay underground.
Yeah. Well, you can't. You can't get big if you're completely underground. It doesn't work like that.
All right. So he's gonna go get dressed up in his leather and lace, and is Layla gonna do anything special, or is she just gonna wander over?
Uh, wander over to the bar,
Well,
or
that's what
what
I
do
mean.
you ask?
I mean, drive
Like,
over. Well, what I mean
oh, okay, yeah,
is she gonna get changed, or is she just gonna go like
yeah.
she's going to Walmart? So
No, she normally wears just goth stuff anyway on a regular basis, so she's all set. She's got like the big boots with all the buckles and
oh,
all kinds of stuff like that.
I thought she was gonna have like Corpse Bride, pajama pants or something.
Well, maybe while she's practicing, but
All right.
yeah.
So you managed to load everybody into Donnie's. He probably has like a late model Dodge SUV. Nothing fancy. You guys pull over, get over to the club. Parking lot's about half full.
All right.
When you get inside, there's no band tonight, but you see there's a DJ up on the stage, and there's there's not many of the Hot Topic kids here tonight. They seem to really come out for Weeping Shadow, but it's about an average crowd, and as you walk in, you do notice someone who looks completely out of place. At the bar, you see a kind of a short, bald man in a suit that probably costs more than Donnie's car.
Well, that's not hard.
Sitting at the bar.
The shade.
He appears to be of Indian or maybe Pakistani descent. You've never met him before, but he is. You see him talking to Tiffany, the bartender.
Well, that's probably our guy. I'm gonna start walking over.
Okay.
I'm hoping the band will follow me.
Okay. Okay. And they do. They kind of follow behind you. And the man takes a sip of his drink and looks over and he's like, come, join me.
All right. Hi.
Hello. Now, this is not the owner. This is the owner's man. This is his business agent. But you've never met this man either. He puts out a big hand, kind of, gold watch, gold bracelets, rings.
Oh my.
And he's like, and you are, ma'am?
I'm Layla. I'm the bass player.
Layla, and he kind of shakes your hand, pats.
Oh.
And he says,
Okay.
He says, Khalid Dawar.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And he goes around trying to shake hands with the Doyle. Kind of gives him kind of a weak handshake. Doesn't seem interested in shaking his hand. Donnie's probably comes in for a hug, even though he's never met the guy. And Amadeus just kind of hangs back, kind of like
waves at him or something.
And he says let's let's take this over to a table. And there are a couple small tables by the bar, not much. They don't typically keep them out because people would break them.
Yeah.
But he sits down, has his drink. He says, it kind of looks like he's gonna ask you guys if you want something. He's kind of like, no. And he says, well, I've been hearing such great things about Weeping Shadow.
Oh, good.
Apparently, you're becoming quite popular these days.
We're hoping to make it big someday, and we had a great turnout the last time we played here.
I can only say I'm so pleased that you've called the Vale home.
Oh yeah.
And Doyle grumbles something about it's the only place we can get. But
I
you
kick him slightly under the table.
you hear him say it, but
that's why I'm like, knock it off.
You're not sure if Khalid heard it. He says, and when we'd like to possibly keep you around if possible.
What does that mean?
Well, the owner, who I represent, has
Mm-hmm.
connections throughout the South and deals frequently with your particular scheduling needs, shall we say.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps Weeping Shadow could even be added to a small tour, one that might give you great visibility. All in due time, of course.
Ooh. Interesting. We'd probably have to discuss it a little bit because that's generally how these things work. But
Do you have management?
not really.
Hmm,
I not really. That's the way to put it.
a shame. A shame.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
well, possibly that's something we could discuss at a future time. I know
Okay.
he looks at his watch. Oh, forgive me. I have several errands to run, and the night grows late. I just
Ah,
wanted
okay.
to come in. I only step in and check out the veil when I need to. The
Hmm.
ladies here do an amazing job. I understand there's a day shift as well, although the bar's not really seems to be a daytime kind of place.
Yeah, it's generally not. All the actions at night, bigger crowds.
But I would ask you to uh, think of the veil as your home for the time being.
That's nice to hear. Thank you.
All right. And he stands up, shakes everybody's hands. He wants to shake
Hmm.
his hand, and we'll walk out.
All right.
So Amadeus is kind of like, so what does that mean? Like we have to stay here? Like we can't play
Uh,
anywhere else?
well, we can't afford to go anywhere else right now. I mean, honestly, it's nice that we're welcomed here. It's a
Yeah,
good place to start,
yeah,
you know? And if it can get us in with like some other bands, we could tour again.
yeah. Donnie's
Kind of miss it.
Donnie's all up for touring, and there's new groupies he hasn't met yet. So he's um, but the band seems to be kind of agreeable after you guys talk about it for a little while. So far, nothing seems to be wrong with staying here.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but of course, there's a you do have to maintain your own rules about
Hmm.
you know. So okay, well we are gonna fade away from that scene for a second. And Silas, I would like to have you
Me.
make a rouse check, please.
All right. My calendar says it's a good luck day. We'll see if that's true. No, it lied to me.
Lied. All right.
Yep, I get a bit hungrier.
You wake up a little bit hungry, and checking your email, you have something from your friend Philip Woods.
Ooh, what does Philip have to say?
You haven't heard anything from him since the last time you saw him, so this is the first time he's reached out to you. And
Oh,
he's
I
and
mean,
he's
I did give him a stern talking to last time, so.
you did. Um, you had this is just a like a reply to reply to reply kind of thing from his original email, and it says, "No need to sell the house now. She and her crazy friends burned it down after they made bail."
Hmm.
And I believe he owed you some money.
He did owe me some money, yes. I'll have to go see him about that.
Okay. If you'd like, you could contact him to arrange a meeting.
Hmm. Yeah, why not?
Or if he doesn't care, he can put it off to another night. It's up to you.
It's not an immediate concern. Plus, I think if I wait, I can let him sweat a little bit. So,
Okay.
you know.
As you're contemplating this, a text arrives. It's amazing how everyone gets texts. And it is from your sister. It
Oh.
says
Is she not home right
no,
now?
no, she's home. That you assume
Okay.
because you just rose for the evening. and it just says, "Can we talk?"
Sure. I will just text. Yep, where are you?
It says in the kitchen.
All right.
So he'll go
I
down.
will saunter on down to the kitchen.
Okay. He gets down there, and it's probably like 9 o'clock by now. So most of the kids are either in bed, in their rooms watching TV or doing whatever. You just find her sitting alone at the kitchen table. She's just kind of sipping from a teacup.
Something wrong, Sylvia?
And I had a question for you. Has he ghouled anyone in his family?
No, he's
No.
very.
Okay.
He's very much like. Not at least with them. He's like, no, I want you to live as best you can, like normal lives.
Okay. And is she the only one he feeds from, or does he feed from all of them at different times?
The only ones he doesn't feed from are their dad, because he's so old and he's worried that might cause like
Yeah.
health
Yeah.
complications, and his youngest son.
Okay.
Those are the only two he doesn't feed from, but he feeds from Sylvia and
Okay.
his other two kids.
Okay. Because we named one kid was Arthur. That was, I think, the
Yes.
youngest.
Yes. Arthur is the youngest. Hold on, I have the notes.
Good.
Yeah.
The oldest, is the only daughter is Harper, and then the middle child is Calvin.
Okay. Okay.
And then their dad is Remy.
Remy, like never mind. I was thinking Marvel character. It just blanked on it. So Gambit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Remy LeBeau, I believe his name was. So.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. She says, just come on over, sit down.
All right. I'll just go sit across from her.
Okay. And she hasn't seen you in the light in a while. And I don't think he's exceptionally pale, but
No. I mean, he's like just like naturally a very pale individual, so he could look exceptionally pale if he was not blushed.
she says, the family's starting to ask questions again, Silas. I mean, they haven't seen you in months.
I mean, Arthur and I went to go see that new, like, what is it, Doctor Strange or whatever. We went to go see that a few weeks back.
Yeah. But
And plus, they all know that I work nights anyway.
yeah, but they start asking the kids questions. They don't come to me, and they say, hey, how come Uncle Silas, is he gonna come to the 4th of July party? He, his nieces and nephews, outside of here, they've never met him before, I mean, and it's starting to get hard to answer those questions.
Look, what do you? Yeah, I can only do so much here without throwing all of you into the shit. And the fact that they know at this point, for the most part. Obviously, I don't tell them everything, but
But what if?
what do you want from me here? I literally can't go out in the daylight.
Well, I mean, maybe come to a, party or something like a late night party or something. Maybe just stick your head in and, can you drink some beer or something, or just try to act? And she kind of cringes a little, act normal.
I say, and what? Show up and have all your friends start questioning why your twin brother looks 15 years younger than you. What are we gonna say to that?
I know. It's just was hoping maybe we could make things look more normal.
I would love that more than anything, but normal is not exactly in the cards for me. But it can still be in the cards for you and the kids. The only reason I tell you any of these things is complicated, but it doesn't matter. I just want you and the kids to have as normal a life as possible, with me even just remotely being around, even if it means I miss soccer games or a choir concert or whatever.
Okay. She's kind of grumbled. She's kind of, all right. I won't ask.
I'm sorry.
I know. I know it must be hard for you. It's. I mean, if anything, you're not really ever around, so we don't really have to. I'm just trying to think of the words. Not deal with you. I don't mean it like that. It's just.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking Arthur to the movies. You know he adores you. He just wants to, I guess, spend more time with you, but I think he'll understand.
He's. I try not to. I don't know. I guess I'm less open about these things with him. And maybe I should be, but he's still so young. He's just
Please don't.
what he's 14. I don't want him worrying about dumb shit like that.
Please don't tell him anything. Let him just have that youthful innocence that his uncle's just busy. He's just not around.
All right.
And she gets up, kind of takes her coffee cup over to the sink, pours it out. And she's like, "I'm gonna go to bed soon. Are you going out for the night?"
Most likely. I don't really know yet.
Okay. All right. And she's like, "I love you."
I love you too.
And she walks off. Okay. So we'll let Salas think for a little bit. And
Just stew.
stew, yes. Yeah. He might get a chance to take out some anger. Who knows? We're gonna go over to Stan. Stan's couple weeks at Consolidex have really been pretty boring. Lots of training videos to watch, and not very exciting work thus far.
Yeah, he's not too upset at that exciting work. He wasn't exactly sure what a job would be since he's a vampire doing it. If it'd be anything more active than his last job, but he's happy to see it's quite as boring as his last one.
He gets the feeling that he's not quite accepted yet in that way. He's an employee, but he's not like on the, hey, come on over, we're gonna have a virgin roast tonight or something. I mean, he's not quite in the club yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Um, one thing he has been working on though is they give him these reports to review, and they're these loan default reports, basically showing how many customers are defaulting on their loans they have through the company. And what the company does is that they advertise themselves as debt relief, to bring in new customers who are going to try to pay off all their old credit cards and get a loan with Consolidex. And there is something he has noticed while going through these reports, and I would like to have you make an intelligence and finance roll.
Finance. I'm
Finance.
actually good at this.
You got it.
Yay!
With 3 dots.
All right.
Yep.
That is good. That's a good.
Yep. And let's see what he gets. Nice. 4 successes. All right. He notices that that when he's looking through it, at the number of people who are defaulting, that when he links back to the contracts that the people are signing, it's just scanning through them and reading the contract terms. He's just like, this is really unfair. The company claims to be this debt relief, but the terms that they're putting on people are just really seems pretty messed up. And he's like, just as an average person, he's like, that doesn't seem right. Aren't they? Maybe it's altruistic. They're supposed to be helping people, but it just doesn't seem right to him.
Okay. So yeah, as Dan flips it over, he sees that. He's like, yeah, that's kind of bad. I don't know. It can't be that bad, the people that are having to pay all this. I mean, they got themselves in the situation at least a little bit. Yeah, it's not that bad.
I really think they're Ventru.
What's Ventru?
They're the money-hungry aristocracy of the vampires.
Yeah.
I would say, going on the stereotypes, Silas is a pretty bad Ventrue.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the mystery of what clan sired him is mostly solved now. Hopefully. Or you're red herring us. One of the two.
What if we found out that Silas was your sire? Dun dun dun. No, just
Dun-
kidding.
Oh no.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
He's got enough going on.
Yeah, just be like, when the hell did that happen, and how do I not even remotely remember you? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if like a Malkavian sired Stan.
It's possible.
What's a Malkavian again?
With the crazy
Slightly
one.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the crazy. I mean, Stan's
Yeah.
mostly there.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
The other thing that's kind of been bothering Stan is the whole mysterious uncle thing is just kind of bothering him. I mean, after all this time, why him? And why at a job he just started?
Okay. Can Stan try to put 2 and 2 together, try to figure out anything? Maybe the body language of his boss as she was explaining the whole thing, how his uncle reacted. Anything to get maybe a little bit more of a hint on the situation of what was going on?
Well, the one thing that seemed to be mentioned to him was the mention of Deshaun Taylor, who is the Baron of West Tampa. That they pushed Curtis to reveal, did he know this Deshaun? And he did mention that through a contact of Deshaun's. And the storyteller is going to go back and find...
And I'm going to write this down before I'm quizzed. Deshaun.
Let's see, where is... I had the name... I'll have to go back and watch the video to find out. But yeah, that there was this mention of Deshaun Taylor, who is again the Baron of West Tampa. So, It would be if only Stan knew someone who was really good at solving mysteries and tracking people down. Maybe there's someone
Yeah.
he could go to who might be able to help him with that.
Yeah. Wait, shit! I know someone like that. Stan takes out his phone again. He takes out his phone. He's like, "Okay, I can't directly text them because they said don't directly send messages there. Like, hey, I need help finding a vampire lord.
No.
How do I make it?
You can say, "Hey, can we talk?"
Yes, that would work very well.
Okay.
Okay, just can we talk?
Okay. Silas, you get a text message.
Okay.
You get another one that says, "Can we talk?"
Okay, I will just respond, where?
If only there was this place they both knew.
Yes, that club place I went to last time and had a horrible experience. There.
All right.
Okay.
If that's where he says, then that's where he'll go.
Okay. So, you guys are gonna meet up at the Vale. Is he going to, in the meantime, is he gonna contact Philip, or is he just gonna just let it go?
No, like I said, I'm gonna let him stew a little bit. Just let him sweat,
Okay.
and maybe let him think that he's off the hook.
Okay.
When he's very much not.
Got it. Okay. That will work. Okay. So we are going to flash forward to the characters arrive at the Vale.
All right.
It's a little more crowded than when the band got there. Donnie is actually still staying at the table with you, not off, chasing women.
Yet.
Yeah, Amadeus is I don't know,
Brooding in the corner somewhere.
brooding in the corner or something. And Doyle sits across from you, but he's distant. He's, and when Silas and Stan walk in, he notices them and he just kind of puts his hand down on the table. He's like, "All right, I think I'm gonna head out.
Why?
Got some things I want to work on." And he just kind of slides past. Silas doesn't say anything to him.
Wait, which one was this? Was this Doyle that walked by?
Yeah,
Yes.
Doyle,
Okay.
the singer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the questionable boyfriend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He just kind of slides by. So really it's just Donnie and Layla sitting at the table, and he sees Silas. He says, "Silas." All right. He gets up. He goes, "Bring it in, brother."
And he'll reluctantly give him a hug.
All right. And he goes, "Stan, come here, buddy. Come here.
Okay.
He says,
Stan's like, all right. Goes in for a hug.
Gives him a big bear hug, and he's like, "All right, brother." He says, "We doing shots?"
I am not.
All right.
Stan wants to fit it. Sure.
All right.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
There you go. I may as well get up and go over to the bar now.
He's like, 3 Diablos. He gets up. He's like, "I'll go get him. Layla, you sit and talk."
Yeah.
All right, so.
Hey guys. What's up?
Stan wanted to talk.
Oh, do you want me to back off for a bit so you can talk?
Oh, you can stay. I'm assuming.
Is that okay with you, Stan? I don't know what you're going to talk about. I don't want to butt in.
Yeah, you can stay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
So, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I just, need help finding someone. And since you were able to find me, you must be pretty good at that.
I try.
Stan's flipping through his notes. He's like, okay, so do you know someone named Deshaun, one of the barons? Lords?
The West Tampa.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know anything about them? Just stuff, how they, any connection or issues they had with company I worked for that I'm forgetting the name of.
Consolidex.
Consolidex. God damn it!
You'll
Oh,
get there.
I thought you were writing notes.
I have some. Okay,
Well, storyteller. I'm assuming that Silas would have done some jobs for Deshaun in the past, but I don't know
yeah.
exactly like how well they get on.
He may have done one job. Deshaun is very insular. He's very does not like outsiders. I will read his description. The area of West Tampa down to I-275 is the domain of Baron Deshaun Taylor. A transplant from pre-Katrina New Orleans, Taylor swiftly gathered followers upon his arrival and forced his way into the city 15 years ago. The first organized resistance to the city's camarilla, local kindred refer to Deshaun as the OG Anarch and the only legitimate Baron of Tampa. While Raymond James Stadium stands as a landmark, the territory is home to low-income housing with its population driven out by investors in a flood of gentrification. It was me who took down the Camarilla, and it's me who keeps them out. It's me who stops the ministry from slithering into Tampa. Why are you going to trust someone who flipped on his own sect when it got bad? I'm what you need, and I'm the future of our kind. And that is a brief description of Deshaun Taylor.
Sounds like a campaign promise.
Also sounds like he would not very much care for Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Did Stan ever get the rundown of what an anarch is?
I don't know.
I'll allow you guys to tell him.
I know mostly what it is. Like 90. I'm fairly sure I know what it is. But like.
Is that something that Stan would have ever asked Silas when he's like, hey,
Probably not.
if you have questions, go ahead, ask me.
Once he hears Deshaun's an anarch, he's gonna ask, what is an anarch?
We're all anarchs.
Well, yeah.
Donnie is. At least in spirit.
Donnie comes back with these 3 huge shots and just like slams them down on the tables. Tres Diablos.
Stan reaches for him. Tres Diablos! Takes one.
And is he gonna drink it?
Sure.
Okay, let me look at his sheet again for a second.
He has 1 strength. He ain't doing shit.
No, but he does have Iron Gullet,
That's good.
so he can drink it. So yeah, so they clink glasses and Donnie knocks it back. When Stan drinks it, it is like tequila, hot sauce, and some other substance that he's not quite sure. It burns going down. It has a warm consistency of blood. You know it's not blood, but when you drink it, you're just like, you just get like fired up. Donnie just takes the glass, just slams it down. He's like,
Stan coughs a little bit. He's like, hey, what's in this?
mother's milk.
Okay.
You didn't get one from me, Donnie. What's up?
All right, Donnie just. There's 3.
Oh,
go ahead.
shit.
I ain't
Okay.
drinking.
He slides. he slides it.
I'd rather not force. I'd rather not.
He does
force
what?
myself to, I'd rather not force myself to puke in an hour. So
He slides it over to Layla.
All right, I down it.
Let's see. I forget.
Wow.
I forget. Ooh, it's gonna come back up soon.
Oh, this is a
Yes.
bad idea.
Yeah, see, that's exactly why I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to force myself to puke.
I'll be right back. I'm going off to the bathroom.
So she runs off to the restroom
Mm-hmm.
to puke it back up.
Mm-hmm.
When she comes back, Donnie is kind of kicked back, has his feet up on the table, and he's like, "All right, so what were we talking about?"
Stan didn't know what anarchs were.
Didn't know what anarchs are.
He's
And-
kind of new.
Oh, he's like, we just don't, we don't lay down to the man. We don't just like, when
See, told you.
when some cities have these princes and these queens and all that, and they expect everyone's supposed to be their servants and just do what they're told. Nah, man, we don't do that, man. We rebel. We do what we want to do. And yeah, we have some leaders, but they're people we can respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. As this happening stands, writing notes down.
They're basically punks, okay? It's just easier to think that way. In a good way. Punks do a lot for society.
Now, do you guys want to have Donnie in this conversation, or?
I'm down. I don't care.
Okay.
This guy's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's easy to like. He really is.
I was gonna say if Layla's cool with him, then I'm
Yeah,
cool with
Layla's
him.
cool with him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you catch him up to speed, or what? I guess basically, since Donnie wasn't around when Stan first started talking about
Oh, right.
about this, so it just depends on what if you want to get him up to speed on everything, you can. I don't think he's really mentioned anything about his uncle or anything. He hasn't mentioned any of that yet. So all he's really said is what's an anarch. So
Yeah, all he's really said was, "What's an anarch?" and "Do you know anything about Deshaun?"
right, exactly. So okay, I just want to.
Other way around. What is Deshaun after link? Deshaun's an anarch. What's an anarch?
Gotcha.
Look,
Right.
look, I wasn't saying it was the order. I was saying the things that were mentioned.
Gotcha.
I got you. I got you. Um.
Semantics.
Well, I can tell you, Deshaun's an asshole, man. You don't want to mess with him. He's crazy. He's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what Katrina did to him when he was there, man. So it just
Must have been traumatic.
yeah,
Ugh.
he's just. But he just don't like anybody in his turf. I mean, now Layla. I mean, there was this club over there. I wouldn't mind playing it. It's called the Inferno. But
Ooh, nice name.
Disco Inferno.
Hope not.
Donnie sneers at the term disco. He's like,
Yeah.
So no disco at the
No.
Inferno.
No, hopefully not. I mean, I don't know what they're playing there, but
That seems like
if
a
we
wasted
tour, that'd be
opportunity,
great.
he's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
he's
if
like,
we tour, maybe,
he's like, I don't know. Deshaun just thinks he's just, he just thinks he's the
He
only.
thinks he's the shit.
Yeah. He just, like, I mean, Baron Underwood. Baron Underwood's always been good to us. We never had any problems with her. She lets us stay in here. I mean, she's cool.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Was this supposed to roll frenzy?
No. Oh no,
Okay.
Rouse.
Yes, rouse at
Yeah.
the start. I was like,
Join the Hunger Gang. Nope.
oh, it didn't bite me in the ass.
Good.
I would say you didn't join the Hunger Gang. You were better than both of us.
yeah.
And thank you for remembering that because I completely forgot. So
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can remember some things, just not names.
you did.
It's okay.
Just game mechanics, which is arguably more
Important, yes.
I would not say as important. I mean, the story's great.
Yes,
Right,
It's a
but,
different.
you know.
It's a different category of importance.
So, but why do you want to know about Deshaun, man?
Good question.
Okay, so Deshaun hired someone to spy at the company I'm
Consolidate.
assisting. Yes, Consolidex. I'm trying to assist them for at least a little bit.
I see.
He hired someone that you probably don't know. Uncle, what was his name again?
Curtis.
Curtis. He hired someone named
I'd have to go
last
back.
name. I have to get like full name.
That's fine. Curtis. Curtis.
I'm not the only one that forgets names.
No, it's in my notes. I'm just trying.
Just
to
gotta
find...
thumb through the notes. This is every GM's bane, is when you gotta
Yeah.
find a specific thing.
Curtis last name.
Exactly. Yeah.
Curtis last name
Curtis.
unknown.
Curtis Johnson. Just found it.
Okay.
He hired someone named Curtis Johnson. I'm trying to find out how he came into contact with this person.
I never heard of him.
Okay.
Was he-
Why is this Curtis Johnson important to you? Or why do you want to know about him?
My bosses at Consolidex would just like to learn some more about how this person came into contact with Deshaun, how I started working for him.
So, Cassandra.
Yeah. Cassandra.
I see. Is this... Okay, well it sounds like one of their beefs. Oh, if he came into contact with Deshaun, then maybe he hired him, sent him to spy on Cassandra. That can cause obvious tension.
Alright. Do vampires usually hire people to do their jobs?
I mean, depends. But, you know, if he was a ghoul or something, then he could just have
Ordered him.
You could have just
Yeah.
ordered him to go, or one of the people who work under Deshaun could have been told by Deshaun to look into Cassandra, in which case they sent him instead. So there could be a possible middleman between Curtis and Deshaun that we're unaware of.
Alright, okay. I mostly know what a ghoul is. Stan doesn't. What is ghoul?
They're basically someone who... They're a normal person who's drank vampire blood.
And then
but
you kind of have power over them, I think. I've never done this, so I don't know.
to an extent,
Mhm.
they get... The older the ghoul, the more important drinking kindred blood is important to them, because when they drink the kindred blood, stop aging.
Yeah.
And they
That's what I've
also-
heard.
They also get a semblance of our abilities to an extent. But it's also kind of like, have any of you done heroin?
Maybe.
No comment.
Donnie's like,
Okay. It's kind of like heroin to a degree. It's really dangerous, but also highly addictive for the ghouls.
Fair. Do they lose their sanity while doing it? Is it obvious that someone's a ghoul?
The successful ones, at any rate, most of the time can just pass as normal people. But, you know, there's like a chance percentage that it can go terribly wrong.
Okay. The spy did not look like he was... He looks like he was mostly all there. He was responding to everything we asked him. Mostly normally? He probably was not a ghoul, I can assume. So they had to bribe him some. Or probably just pay him.
Could have been just a guy. Could have been a ghoul.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm not working with enough details. I'm just hypothesizing.
Okay.
If he was one, though, somebody would be missing him if he doesn't, like, show up and report back, basically. I think. Is that how it
That is
works?
true.
Yeah. Like maybe he had family, that he was looking for him or something.
Could be. I don't know.
That's also a possibility.
He didn't have family.
Didn't have family?
Nah. Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
How do you know that?
I knew this guy before we met him. Just enough. Never really got like deep contact with him or knew him that well, but knew enough that this guy probably couldn't hold down a family.
Silas,
Hmm.
I would like
Yeah.
you to make a roll for me.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to have a contested roll. Let's have Silas is going to roll his intelligence and investigation.
Intelligence and investigation.
And Stan,
Okay.
Stan, I would like to have you roll your charisma and subterfuge.
I'm not horrible at this. Okay, I'm kind of bad at this.
Okay, 2.
Intelligence,
And,
investigation.
Yeah. It's diff 4.
Okay. Okay. Do. I was like, I just saw it. There we go.
There is something he's not quite telling you. Whether or not you would say it out loud, but Stan is withholding something.
Stan, so you knew this guy before, and you didn't think it relevant to bring that up?
It didn't really seem important. He just
Oh,
kind of
It didn't seem important, did it?
Nah, he was more of I knew him for a while. Not really anything about his past that would really matter too much to this.
This is sounding sketchy.
Okay, look. So, I'm assuming that since you know all of this, that something was done with this Curtis. What happened to him exactly?
So,
Oh boy, here we go. Go ahead, spill it.
so the boss kind of ordered me to take him out.
Okay.
Okay.
Not inherently bad right off the bat, but go on.
That's kind of it. Partially, I took him out because, spy, and a little bit to do because initiation? I think it was some weird initiation ritual.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let
I
me.
don't get it, but okay.
Okay, so possibly okay, since he apparently had a connection to Deshawn, who Cassandra doesn't like, and Deshawn doesn't like her, so the fact that you knew him before, at least Cassandra could rationalize it this way, that possibly you were connected to Deshawn in a sense. And so maybe it was a show of loyalty to see if you could actually go through with it and show her that, hey, you're definitively with me.
Yeah, that does sound like it would make sense. That's probably what happened. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Wow.
Anything
All
else,
right.
Stan? anything else.
While we're sharing.
See, not anything I can think off the top of my head.
So Donnie
All
says,
Okay.
right.
so what do you want to do, Stan? You want to go? You want to go find Deshaun? You want to go find this guy? See if see if he had any family. I mean, what do you want to do?
Don't think he's thought that out, Donnie. I don't think he's thought that out.
And the fact that Donnie is the thinking one is really scary. So
Well, Anarch, he's probably looking for trouble. So.
he did get all jacked up on on Diablo. So
Right, yeah.
he's like,
I'm trying to think for a second. I don't know if, because like I'm thinking about this for a second. Stan would not try to find that much about the guy's. Maybe he would find something out about the guy's family. Not try to find more out about Deshaun. Who is this guy? Why'd he send someone that was related to Stan, even if everyone else here doesn't know? Was it just coincidence? Man.
Well, I guess. Honestly, it could be either or. It could be coincidence, or I don't know, maybe Deshaun knows something about who sired you, possibly. And he's playing some twisted little game. I don't know. I've talked to the guy a handful of times and done one job for him, so I don't know him super well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. That's kind of what I came to ask you about. Could you find out more?
I could try.
All right, that would be very helpful. Stan's trying to think. I'm trying to remember. Is there anything else I need mentioned to them? Lady in the wheelchair. Lady in the wheelchair.
What?
Forgot. Lady in the wheelchair. Old lady in the wheelchair in the office.
Oh, in the office. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
she wasn't old. She was actually a young woman, but she was wearing like 1950s clothes.
Okay.
So,
Wait,
Old
what?
lady in the wheelchair.
Okay.
I don't know why that's how I remembered it. I'm
that's
sorry.
Fine. That's fine.
It's
That's
probably the
fine.
clothing, and you just assumed. You know?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were just like, she was like, looks like she's from the 50s. She must be like
Right.
80 or whatever.
Right, exactly. So,
Legs don't work like they used to before. It's all right. Stan remembers that he quickly mentions the rest of the people. Hey, also, do you know if Condessa has any connection or works with anyone that is... Stan tries to describe how they looked. He mentions old 1800s outfits in a wheelchair.
1800s?
1800s? No, maybe 1950s.
Oh, I thought you said 1800s. My God, 1950s.
It's okay.
Just one of those days.
Yeah.
Does any of this sound familiar at all?
Let's have you make a intelligence and insight roll.
Okay.
And,
what is my
and
insight?
and Layla, if you'd like to roll it as well, you can.
Sure. Let's see.
Well, it's better
intelligence
than-
and insight. Let's
It's
see
better
what the heck
than
that
one,
is.
I guess.
Yeah.
Terrible though.
Oh, I hit a button, but not the right one. Hold on. Where's intelligence at?
It's
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if that works. And now I've erased the other one. Hold on. Oh, was that it?
Silas
No.
rolled.
Yeah,
and,
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
Nah. No, nothing for Layla. Silas, there's some pretty odd people in this town, but nobody that rings a bell like that he's heard of.
All right. Well,
1950s clothes, though. I mean, some
Yeah.
people are just into like older fashions.
Yeah,
You know?
I've seen plenty of people walking around in like Victorian and Edwardian clothes
Yeah.
before.
Some of the goths probably.
That's making a
Unless they're
comeback.
steampunk. If they're steampunk, then that's another thing.
No,
but, yeah.
I'm talking like young ladies in like very traditional like Edwardian dresses and stuff, just
Oh,
walking
so
down
uncomfortable.
the streets.
So
Yeah, fair.
uncomfortable.
Question: is steampunk one of the clans?
No.
No,
Okay.
Not.
it's a
I'm
real
just
world style. But
Okay.
maybe Stan wouldn't know that though. So,
Fair,
You might
fair.
not.
uh-huh.
Donnie seems on board. He's like Silas, I want to help you with this, man. You might need some help, brother. With
I mean, maybe I'll accept it if you're even remotely competent. So
Layla, come on. Come on. We gotta help our brother Stan out, man.
All right, wouldn't be the first time.
All right,
no, certainly would not.
we can. Come on, we'll go. All right. So when we gonna do this? Like tomorrow night, man? We gonna we gonna roll up in West Tampa and I don't know. just what's the plan, man? He looks at Silas like you're the brains of the operation.
All right, well. Okay.
Wait, are we playing tomorrow here or not? I don't remember.
I don't know. Are
Is
you?
it the next day?
No.
I lost track.
Yeah, you're not playing till next week. So.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Out of character, if Silas would like some time to do some recon on his own, he can.
All right.
That seems to be more his style. So
that would probably be a good start before just going in there.
guns blazing.
Yeah, because apparently
That's the exact phrase I was thinking. Is guns
I was gonna
blazing.
say because apparently Donnie, he really seems like he just wants to duke it out with somebody. And I'm like, maybe we shouldn't do that as a start. Like maybe let's leave that as a last resort.
He just wants straight hands.
Donnie holds up his hands and says, "There's one thing I'm good with: beating things with sticks."
Okay, what kind
True.
of sticks?
He's like, I got drumsticks, and then I got whatever I'm holding, man.
Okay.
He's like,
He's good in a bar
"Brouhaha."
fight.
Then true. I am good with my fists though when it counts.
If you have to be.
So I think this is probably a good place to break. I would think we would probably want to plan maybe the next game. If Silas would like to do his own recon first, he can.
Okay.
He's welcome to bring Layla and Stan along. I'll let you guys kind of think about that, what you want to do. And then what we'll do is we'll pick up in the next episode. But I'll have you guys give you some homework this week.
Okay.
Have you
First
guys,
homework assignment.
First homework assignment. Have you guys think of kind of what you'd plan to do. Again, you can go in quiet. You can roll in. Rough Rider style, and see what happens. But I'll let the players kind of think about that before our next game. So, and I think this is a great place to stop for the night. Again, I want to thank my players for another wonderful episode. Anybody have anything they want to plug that they're working on? Give you guys an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast at shatteredsoulstone.com. We also have a Twitter account, a Facebook page, and a Discord. And it's been pretty active lately with Diablo Immortal releasing just the other day, and today for PC. So you can find me there.
Alrighty. Anybody?
I got nothing at the moment, at the very least.
I have just my games from here. If you found us here at Restless Barbarian Gaming, welcome. Please check out the other games. And Darwin, you got anything?
No, don't got anything. Thank you, though.
All right.
Alrighty. Then we will go ahead and wrap up. And thanks, everybody. And we will see you in the next game.
All right. Bye, people.